Peace, peace to the tribe, peace to the collective. It's the initiates here with another video. Today we are discussing sins. But before we get into that, let me introduce my brother Serpent. And yeah, what's goody?
Peace to the tribe, peace to the collective. Thank y'all for joining us on this glorious Saturday evening. And like the big homie said, we wanted to discuss signs or sins. Maybe sins as signs. But I digress. Shout out to the family.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. I got you.
Uh, could you hear the video when it was playing?
I didn't even know you started it because I didn't hear the video. I only saw it. I didn't know that you had started the live, but I didn't get any audio during that.
Oh shit. Then they didn't even hear the video. It was just playing. Well, I was going to replay it anyways. I'm going to just stop sharing it and then reshare it. All right. So basically, what we're talking about is sin, sign, and breaking this down in multiple ways. So, like, the completion of your understanding of energy can happen tonight. You know what I mean? Because I had a video plant and Serpent had a video plant and they both had the same words, which is sin. We didn't even talk about it. We just presented information and it was right and like, do y'all understand what I just said? Serpent, am I lying?
Nah, you ain't never lied, big bro. I swear to God, you put that in the chat, and I had put the clip that I had just made prior to that in the chat following it.
And the word that I had was the seven deadly sins of consumption. And Serpent was talking about sine waves and cosine waves. So we have two presentations that are in reference to sin. And I want you to really think about sin being time and sin being evil. Why is sin evil and sin time?
Mm-hmm.
My understanding is that we are spirits that are immortal. So when concentration. So when we enter into this life as like a human being, and then one says, "Oh, you're going to live till you're 80," then just that thought alone is sin and sinful in its root nature, no matter what type of life you have, good or bad.
That's a fact. Because it when you think about it, when we understand the concept of the matrix is what represents time, and time in and of itself is an unnatural.
You have broke up towards the end, Sergey.
Thank you. I was saying time doesn't correspond with the beings that are here. Time just is. So
Mm-hmm.
time doesn't necessarily police the beings that are here. It just represents the beings that are here while they're here.
Mm-hmm. For a finite amount of time. So let's get back into this video. I'm gonna chop it up a little more. I'm not gonna let it play through, and let me know if y'all can hear it or not. It's been acting funny.
You don't just get all the answers. I bet I don't. I bet I don't even know 1/100th of a percent of what's going on. I know that there's one major thing involved, and that's that thing that's called Saturn. this is one of the biggest lies that comes out of the Bible, because it's not a lie if you understand what it is, but it's a lie the way it was taught to you. You're told, for those of you that are churchgoers, and for you of those who aren't, you'll know what the word is. Sin, S-I-N. The word sin is supposed to mean that you're bad, and that because you're sinful, God can't have anything to do with you. You know, the word God refers to the planet Saturn. It does not refer to the Creator, who stands above the one that men have called God, which is the planet Saturn. The word sin comes from it's from physics. It's used in quantum physics. What is quantum physics? Quantum physics has a very old, ancient name, and that name is Kabbalah.
So basically, in understanding quantum physics is also understanding your body,
and I like to say that,
and understanding how you can connect to all of these things, but at the same time we're in our physical vessel trying to pay the bills. How do you reconcile that with this information? You said you have watched this video for 10 years.
The last part. Repeat your last part again.
So how do you reconcile
Okay.
the spiritual knowledge of these concepts and then just like living in a regular sense? Because like the more I listen to it, it's like if you don't understand that you're a spiritual being, then these concepts fall flat on their face and they don't add up.
No, no, but I don't think it's necessarily about these concepts needing to add up. I think it's more about the concepts that you are already taught needing to add up. And so this would be the ulterior information as opposed to what it is that you were taught every day growing up. So they use sin as a way to thwart us off of doing a particular thing, right? If I dress it up as sin, and sin is evil, and evil is also connected to what God will and will not do, then I can control a particular demographic of people just based off of the concept of sin. Now, us growing up, we were all taught, of course, not to sin, at least in one way or another, whether you were religious or not. But this information it takes it out of the idea of taking whatever it is that you read and see and taking it as fact. This gives me an alternative outcome or an alternative contemplation to what it is I've already been presented with. And therefore that means I would have to question everything if I put it all together.
So one level is like I was listening to Bob Proctor today. We was at the beach. I just had my headphones listening to Bob Proctor. And he had said this quote. He said, I cannot connect the dots looking forward. I could only connect the dots when I look backward. And that's a quote from Steve Jobs. But like this little 1 minute clip so far, when they connect quantum physics to Kabbalah, is like I've been studying Kabbalah, but it's reassuring to me that I'm really studying quantum physics. Like that little piece, but it's like I didn't never connect that dot. I could only connect that dot moving forward. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah,
it's
but
affirming to me.
if you watch this and that is the only thing that you got from this, then you got enough. You dig what I'm saying? Like what you're
Right,
describing is enough.
right. Because you can't connect all of the dots. So that's the thing about spiritual conversations that niggas don't really want to have in an ethical, honest way. Because me and you, to have a conversation spiritually, we have to be in assumptive mode. If I say, nah, Ra, you wrong, we are no longer having a spiritual conversation. You know what I mean?
We're just having the ego back and forth, and spirit is left to do it.
But how many times on Sonetter's page have niggas done that?
every day. That is the essence of Signetta's page and so many other those pages. Like if you can't argue and can't have any strife, then they don't even want to talk to each other.
Right, but we have to like really develop a new terminology and a new way of coming towards spiritual conversations and having more of them in a
Mhm.
pure assumptive nature and having no ability to like cast right or wrong or judgment on anything that you say in reference to your personal spiritual growth or development or understanding or stage of under or because like I'm the same person that went to church and went to Sunday school. It was like, oh, Jonah was in a well for 3 days. Wow, I'm still that same nigga. You
You were
feel me?
surprised by that too?
Like, yo, God is amazing. Yo, he was in the furnace for all that time and didn't burn. God is awesome. Yo,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm,
still
I'm
that
the
nigga.
I'm the nigga I'm the nigga that still get mad at Samson for looking back type shit.
Yeah, like, bro, don't look back. You gonna turn. Oh, bro, like you in Sunday school. Like, oh,
He had the baddest bitch too, didn't he?
that's when you knew, like, motherfucking, like, doing that this world was gonna be crazy when you grew up. When they talked about Sodom and Gomorrah, you like, damn, this world I'm about to come into about to be crazy, bro. But I'm that same nigga. But my understanding of all that shit have evolved. But because I understood it at the first level, nobody said you're wrong for thinking that this story is literal. Because that probably would have retarded my growth and wouldn't allow me to dive deeper. So I think I say this all to say I'm willing to affirm anybody's spiritual journey or spiritual understanding, how they view it, and you can't get no argument from me if you truly feel that way. Even if you don't feel that way,
Yeah,
I
that's a
agree with you.
yeah. I agree with you either way you want to take it. I agree.
Hey, I'm not about to debate nobody on this. Nor
Mm-mm,
date, but
mm-mm,
that's
mm-mm.
another
Because
topic.
isn't that what the big homie Panic used to always say? Like your need to want to be right is the problem, right? Like the only reason you would feel the need to engage in these conversations and for you to stroke your own ego is because you have a feel a need to be right type of shit. But the most spiritual thing is never arguing at all.
So that makes me think about, all right, so if you're looking at somebody and you're thinking that they're wrong, you need to check yourself, right?
1000%.
You need to let
Because
that
remember, everybody is a mirror to you anyway, right? So if what they're saying
energetically.
and what they're doing is bothering you, what is that really saying? When we talk about the mirror concept and the mirror aspect, what is that really saying? If what they're saying to you is really bothering you, what does that really mean?
So what about this, right? Law of attraction. Law of attraction being reference to your emotions. But you mad at somebody for something that they did that was wrong. They said it was wrong. Your kid, everybody know it was wrong. It's wrong, and you still mad. But then you want to deal with law of attraction, but the gateway is your emotions. But you
Mm-hmm.
can't seem to get over that hump because real shit has gotten to you at a certain level, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
it makes perfect sense because the other side of your manifestation is exactly what it is that you don't want, right? So they say what you focus on expands, correct? So if you're just thinking about what you have an issue with, right, then the thing that you actually want to accomplish gets that further pushed away because you're thinking about the actual thing that's causing you an issue. And that's what you're focused on. So therefore, that field will expand on itself. You know, like those ripples in the water when you throw that rock, that shit is going to expand because that's what you're focused on.
Hmm. Get back into this video.
I walk in the footsteps of giants like Albert Einstein and Niels Bohr. I'm not a philosopher. However, I am rather dazzled by the fact that many of the basic mysteries that we find in string theory and the theory of everything seem to be mirrored in the Zohar and in the Kabbalah.
As a scholar, the most amazing thing of all is the degree to which modern astrophysics sounds like a Kabbalistic text.
Albert Einstein, when he was creating the atomic bomb or writing up the theory for it to work, used Kabbalah. Came up with E equals MC squared. You got what? Five symbols that equal volumes of information. These are lies that have been perpetuated. People do not understand that the Old Testament is written in code. And I'm not talking about this bullshit Da Vinci Code crap. I'm talking about actual code as in, high-level physics. Okay? The word sin, S-I-N, comes from the word sine, S-I-N-E. If you look at that, this is a sine wave. Yeah? It's a sine wave. The straight line that you're seeing, that's called linear time. That's going from your birth to your death, okay? The wavy line, that's a sine wave, okay? That's a sine wave. Bear with me. The word sine in physics is abbreviated as sin, okay? Now, there is another wave, it's going to be in blue, that runs along the same line as time. Okay? What that is it goes like this. This one is called a cosine wave, as in cosigner. That's right where that comes from. That's a cosine because it rides at the back. It's so tight to the other wave, it's called a cosine wave. Now, you see, you have red and blue, and they both are interacting with time. So, one is time, one is space. Okay? Those two together create time and space. Red and blue, which represents the planet Saturn.
So I'm gonna pause it there and then let it play out. What I took from that was like he was missing a key component when referencing sine and sin is sound and frequency. And that would bring you into the 7 classical notes, which are the 7 classical planets and the 7 chakras, which have to be harmonized.
Oh, can I give you 7 more?
Go ahead.
7 reasons of logic.
That reminds me of like the 7, what's the word? 7 liberal arts.
That's exactly what I'm referring to.
So, but we also talking about how to tune and synchronize your instrument to your soul, which gives you proper harmonics to speak and be heard to the people that need to listen to you, that can receive your message, whatever that message is. But most people don't feel as though that they have a message because, check it out, your frequencies is not tuned and you haven't been playing your instrument, which is your voice, in a way that is in alignment with the God within. So when your instrument is not tuned, it's not gonna sound right. Every instrument must be tuned daily, every time before it is played, so that the frequencies and the harmonics sound the way that they're supposed to sound. But the reason why I'm referencing notes and instruments, Because if I have a guitar, I have 7 strings on that guitar. Nobody says the strings are making music. Have you ever heard that before? No. They say the guitar is making music, but in order for that guitar to make music, you have to strum those 7 strings, and those strings need to be in frequency, such as life. And for the level of, like I said, the level of understanding, I don't think that they can connect those dots because maybe the innermost don't live inside of them the way it lives within us. That's why we are the true Jews, because we can tune into our innermost, or the God within, that the Kabbalistic churches preach to know, but they don't know. We know. That's why I've been studying this Kabbalistic shit, trying to give it to the people in a way where they can begin to like really consume it. You know what I'm saying? Like really get into the space that God lives within me, and I must reflect that in all ways. Cause what else am I doing? You know what I mean? I know that was long winded, but
No, you was right on point. I appreciate that. Um, what popped into my mind while you were talking was what we're speaking to is sound, light, and vibration, or sound, light, and frequency. Either way, all three have to work in unison. Sort of. It has to be a harmonic pull in order for you to get the right tone from all of that. Correct? Because that's what
imagine a song that's not in harmony.
it doesn't sound like a song.
It's not even a song, it's noise.
Hmm. Hmm. No, it fits together perfectly. So it essentially, what if we just take what he's saying, right? That would mean that Kabbalah also is the science behind music.
Right.
Now,
Which is why the music sounds the way it sounds in popular music now versus how it used to sound with Earth, Wind, and Fire in them.
hmm hmm
They was operating at a level of using all 7 notes and hitting every single chakra, the symbolism, you know what I mean?
yeah, talking about
giving you everything.
you talking about the difference between Coltrane and Hendrix and drill rap. Like
Yeah.
it's not even close.
Because of the frequencies and the tunes and the harmonics and the
Not
patterns.
even close. Yep, it's not even close.
You get what I'm saying?
Hmm. Because it's almost like remember back in the days we used to hear about the the women that went to the Teddy Pendergrass concert. It'd be nothing but panties on the stage type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then it makes me think about my spirit double and Rick James and
Mm-hmm.
Tina Marie. Like
Mm-hmm.
when you think about what that frequency did to people, right? Like what's his name? Charlie Wilson's been riding that frequency for what, 60 years, right?
Probably
He's still
longer than
putting
that.
out
It's
albums. He's still
2025.
yeah, he's still
You know
putting
what
out
I'm saying?
albums.
It's gotta be it's 60, about 60. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like he gotta be like the longest running, like whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
for sure.
that goes to the level of frequency that you're talking about, though.
For sure. But like think about his voice though. Think about any form of, let's just look at it from a place of a bad song and a bad life
Hmm.
versus an amazing song and an amazing life
Hmm.
versus, like, people will be like, Hood, I like you, you cool. Nigga, I was talking about aligning your motherfucking chakras, nigga. What you talking
Hmm.
about? That's what I was talking about.
That's what I was talking about.
I never said be
This
cool
is
with
gonna work because you like me. Like,
it. Yeah. I never said that I was the nigga who invented it or nothing.
yeah, we didn't do this for likes at all. Like,
Yeah. But it's like, sometimes people look at you or look around like, what am I supposed to do? And it's like, is your chakras aligned?
when's the last time you were grounded?
Yeah, like, like when did you like take your shoes off and touch grass and put your phone down and not be at work or not be on some weird brain rot shit, right? Not
Yeah,
on some horny shit, not on some,
not on some lust and shit.
yeah, you just on some like, I'ma just, not on no phony shit either. Like, let me get a bunch of the girls and we're gonna have a grounding thing on Instagram and we're gonna go live and it's gonna go viral. And it's like, you done did a whole demonstration just to,
Not the
no,
not
fuck
the
all that.
not the grounding party.
The grounding party, you feel me? But it's like these waves look exactly like Ida in the Pingala.
Yes,
So
it does.
So I feel like for a lot of our Caucasoid brothers and sisters, they can only look at the external world. We have the fortunate, and I'm saying we in a general sense, not related to race or gender, but those who have eyes and those who have ears have the ability to tune into a frequency of pure divinity within ourselves. And so the question that I pose to the listener and in you or anybody, if God ain't within you, where is he?
See, to the spiritualist, that sounds like a trick question. You know, to a physical person, like that would sound like you trying to make fun of them type shit. You know, but yeah, there is no other answer that I could give you if he's not in you. I don't know where the hell he would be at because he's certainly not outside you to worship.
So if God is within you, and how does it manifest? Do it manifest in you having everything that you want, or does it manifest as an opportunity to harmonize with it and then project that same harmony in reference to wherever you're at on the graph, right? If say this line is linear time, right? Linear time. So any points during this linear time, you can tune in wherever that frequency is at because that frequency is always moving up and down your central nervous system to whereas you can track it from your root starting on Sunday, right? And
Mhm.
ground or Saturday, wherever. And it's not no wrong way to eat a Reese's, but you choosing a day to ground and you following that energy up in each and every one of your chakras, and then you're like trying to understand the communication of self to your conscious mind. Once again, this is difficult. Once again, I can't tell you what your soul is telling you, right? But at the same
And
time,
neither can Chat GPT.
oh my God, stop it.
Sorry, I had to throw that in there.
Right. The new religion.
hmm Just get AI to do it for me.
The new God.
Um, the time and space. So why is sin evil? Because sin is the abbreviation for sign, which represents time, and incidentally, the serpent in the garden is right here. Okay, that's the serpent.
So real quick, when he says that's the serpent, and he references to the garden, and then the mythology of the serpent where he's trying to get Eve to bite the apple, how does that correlate to this model?
I mean, first we would have to understand what is the apple in this model.
Right.
And that's not readily available because based off of what he's showing us, he's giving us one line for time. That's the
Mm-hmm.
straight line in the middle. And
Mm-hmm.
then we have the sine wave. Its
Mm-hmm.
origination is the green line. And then
Mm-hmm.
its mirror line is the cosine, which is the red line.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a wave, there is a line, and then there's a reverberation that has a second line.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no apple in that.
Mm-hmm.
Like what would represent the apple and what would represent the idea of good versus bad or good versus evil in
Right.
this concept.
Right.
Unless we're saying down is bad and good is up.
Like the ups and downs of life, but you
Yeah,
realize like it is up and down, and you're going to live
yeah.
and die throughout that up and down.
That
But
makes me
at the
think about
same time,
balance. We
like,
always talk about balance, right? So that makes me
mhm,
think about how nothing can always be too bad and nothing can always be but so good, right? It's always going to even itself out. And that's
mhm,
what that line represents. It's
mhm,
always going to even itself out. No matter how good it gets, it's still going to go down. No matter how
mhm,
bad it gets, it's still going to go up.
mhm. Yeah, that to me is the knowledge, and I think it's called the knowledge of good and evil, which would be, to me, um,
The law of
this
polarity, right?
mundane level would be emotional intelligence,
Okay.
just to know the ups and downs and not
We're
feel a
talking about
certain
it.
way.
We're talking about in the level of universal law. Which law would that be?
The law of rhythm,
Okay.
you know, being
Because I was
able
thinking the
to
law. I was thinking the
understand.
law of polarity or the law of gender.
Hmm. I mean, it could all coincide within this paradigm that he's putting forth, but I know for a fact the dominant medium that he's excluding, but also utilizing, is the medium of sound.
And that
He's
makes it
correl-
weird
yeah, he's correlating time and space, but time and space can only be conveyed through sound.
through sound,
How old
speed,
are you?
time.
You can't
Yeah.
look at nobody and tell them how they old they is. You got
Mm-mm.
say, nigga, you 37. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, oh,
yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
get
Like
it.
sound wouldn't represent how old a person is, unless we're just
No,
talking about the sound of a person's voice. And you got to be listening
even
for a
yeah,
long
that's
time to
that's
even get to that point.
yeah, that's not. There's no real science behind it. Sound is like so many different things that make up this world. But I
Hmm.
feel to the person that doesn't. So if me and you have the capability to create, and they don't have the ability to create, they can only study. I like the X factor, or maybe the Apple is that ability to draw the wave.
So you can actually foresee it, put it on paper, and execute it at the same time.
Right. In
Mm.
reference to your purpose, right? So the
Mhm.
architect gets the vision of a building and aligns with that. And then the music artist gets the song and aligns with that, etc., so forth and so on. So once
Mhm.
again, it's more about harmonizing than it is about forcing the issue.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's the
so it
serpent's
sounds
time.
like
Now I'm going to show you something else.
incorporation more than anything.
Integration, incorporation, understanding, and connecting with the innermost.
Mhm.
That's the serpent. Okay, the serpent is time. Now I'm going to show you something else. Bear with me for a second. This is where your caduceus comes from. That's time and space running along a linear, that's the cosine of the sine wave, running along the vertical line, which is sine or sin. Here we have the wings. That's what your symbol is that you see, the caduceus. The single one is just a snake, which is it looks like an S. That's the serpent. Okay, so why do they say that we're sinful? They say that we're sinful, or that you're born of natural sin. because you're born into sign. You're born into sign. You're born into time. And when you're born into time, when you're born into sign, you're born into sin.
It's a couple of things, man. It's just some lazy shit going on. That
Yeah,
Caduceus,
it's a lot there to unpack.
that that Caduceus was like a little lazy to me in reference to like what it could mean and what it represents.
Yeah,
And
because I'm
then
trying to figure out what the wings represent then.
yeah,
Like,
he didn't elaborate on that, but it's like I like if that's a sigil for healing, then that line has to be the central nervous system, and the snakes have
spinal
to be
cord.
Kundalini.
Yeah.
And Kundalini rises up the chakras.
Hmm.
I don't think he can like what like it's like bro, it's there.
But we're not
And
supposed to acknowledge it.
yeah, like he just looking at the caduceus and he gonna say sin and sign and time. And I'm like, but you said that already. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I don't know, boys
It's
be
almost like we're getting this explanation because it's clear to me that he's speaking from a Christian background. Like he has a Christian / Catholic type upbringing, which is why I think the way he's speaking the way that he is.
because correct me if I'm wrong, the caduceus is used as a healing symbol sigil.
Yeah, that's the symbol for hospitals.
Yeah, so what do that got to do with sin, sign, and time, my boy? Like
Yeah. Like,
we
does that
didn't
mean like
correlate it.
does that mean like if you don't get this shit in time, you're not gonna heal? Like, I mean, what
I don't. What you talking about?
what are you pointing to us? Like,
You just left us hanging. He got 2 more minutes to go. We about to get
okay.
into it.
Okay? Let's watch the graph here. You see how it goes round and round? You see the green? Okay, you see that's the serpent that's in the Garden of Eden. Okay? You see it? You see how that's sine wave, see that? Okay, you see how that works? Okay, now we're gonna move on. I want you to look at the equation, and this is gonna explain to you why I know that this is bullshit out of the Bible, what they're talking about. The Bible is not bullshit, but the way that they crafted the story and made you think of something else is. And on top of that, when you're trying to explain physics to a guy, you know, that doesn't understand physics, you have to use other means, and that's why they use the story of the Garden of Eden. So let's look at the way it's written. Okay, there's 3 axis points there, all right, which is what creates the cube. All right, but let's look at it. This is interesting. Why am I going to go to hell when I die? Look what's in parentheses. Cause I sin. You see, they just crafted a story from physics, and they did that because back.
Man, what?
see, he thought he ate on that. Because he got because he got the little letters with the little end symbols and shit put together. He did his little EMC squared John up top, and he came up with "cause I see."
Like what? Why am I gonna get some pussy tonight? Cause I sin.
Look, I'm just gonna chalk this up and say that this is one of those signs of too much consumption, right?
Yeah,
Not 7
man.
signs. This is one of those 7 signs of too much fucking consumption. That right there. Like, I mean, you could come to your own conclusion and narrative based off of the work that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But when you try and force it,
Mm-hmm.
like, because I'm looking at something you're trying to tell me is a snake, right?
Mhm.
And I guess you're trying to tell me that the 3 points of the EMC square is the box, which would make that the garden,
Mhm.
right? And then the line in the middle is the tree within said garden. Okay, but now point me to the apple and Adam.
Mm-hmm. And then point me to Cain and Abel. Why?
Why we got it for shits and giggles?
Cause I sin. Oh, my fault. My fault. You gonna use that for everything. My bad. I know you was doing that.
Yo.
That I'm gonna let him
Yo.
finish, bro.
In the old days, like I said, in order to get the message across to somebody, you put it in a story form. Okay? This is what this is all about. There's no doubt in my mind. Just okay, here we have a woman with an hourglass. Yeah? Okay? She's got her arm resting on a skull, which represents death. The thing that's above her head is called Oribus. It's a snake biting its tail. Okay? That represents Saturn. Okay? All halos that you see represent Saturn. All circles, the earrings that you wear, women, those earrings are a representation of time, and it comes out of Babylonia. It represents Saturn. Same thing with your wedding ring. This is obviously a picture from a society called the Rosicrucians, which is, I guess they're kind of like Masons. That's why she's holding a rose. But the hourglass and the Oribus above her head. So this is basically telling you that Eve, okay, the story of Adam and Eve, it was time. That was time. It wasn't a serpent as in a snake. It was a serpent as far as time, a sine wave.
My boy was forcing it towards the end. He was like, it was like, bro. I mean,
Necessary. He was gonna get that line in there.
yeah, you gonna let you know. Sign
Because I sin.
Cause I said was crazy. I said, yo, what? Yo, bro.
Now you got people that's gonna take this as gospel now, though.
That's the thing about God within and spirituality, right? You can't really listen to motherfuckers, bro. They'll have you fucked up for real.
Putting rose quartz in your bra.
Like putting rose quartz in your bra, but like not healing from your past relationship is crazy.
It's crazy.
Still holding contempt for your ex, but having 10 rose quartz in each titty to magnify the perfect love.
Yo.
It's crazy.
Yo, to be outside talking about I'm on a healing journey, but you got a roster, it's crazy work. It's crazy work. Oh my God. Hey, you niggas out here running around, still doing your homosexual best. Man.
I seen a homie. We was driving. It was a girl. She was like in a nice car. She had on a Louis Vuitton bonnet, and the dude on the right of her, he just taking it for real. He in the passenger seat. You know, he in her whip for real. He don't got nowhere to go. So she just yelling at his ass. I'm like, man.
She's just letting him have it.
Just letting him have it, bro. And I'm
He gotta
just
take
like,
all that shit because he needs somewhere to sleep tonight.
he can't say, man, I'm about to get the fuck up out this car, man. You better watch who the fuck you talking to. He can't even say that.
Come on, you gonna sleep tonight?
Where you gonna sleep? Where you gonna go?
I feel like we gotta do a separate show for the young niggas who lay down all the pipe and don't got no money. Like we gotta do a separate show, nigga, and don't pay to be good at sex and you ain't got nothing else. Don't pay. And you
Like,
usually the last nigga to find out. Ain't you usually the last nigga to find out? Like,
yeah, you don't realize you wasted your life. I think like the way that the world is set up though, in reference to like sins or like living right or wrong, is that they programming people to like very to be consumers and not to
Mm-hmm.
be creators.
Mm-hmm.
When so it's like having motion or getting some money,
That's
how
a
are
bar.
you going to get money through consuming?
You can't. There is no addition by subtraction in that realm.
How you going to level up through consuming? I'm gonna tell you, it's not a person that I've ever just kicked it with that wasn't more tuned to like consume than anything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I don't really get along with motherfuckers because I'm not a consumer. Like I'm not a
Mm-hmm.
consumer for real.
So you can't relate to the average person who just concerns themselves with consuming.
Nah, like I don't care about what niggas is selling. Like
Mm-hmm.
I will be talking to you about email newsletters. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Marketing
Like
campaigns and shit like
yeah,
that.
yeah, I'll be talking about that shit. Like, and a nigga be talking about, yeah, the new such and such is about to drop on Friday. I can't wait to stand in line to get it. I'm like, I wonder how they marketed that. I want to figure out,
Word. I want to steal that plan.
yeah, I'm gonna implement that into my business, like, you know.
Word.
But I'm doing this real quick for motherfuckers that are like this right
Mm-hmm.
now and don't realize it. Because in reference to being a consumer, you can be a creator. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, like you can take the components from your from your consumption and just reapply them, right?
yeah,
Like
and
the
sell
things
it.
that you would normally purchase, as opposed to you going out and purchasing that thing. Find a way for you to be the person that sells that thing.
This goes into what you were saying. The etymology of consume means to destroy by separating into parts, meaning that to do the opposite of consume means to put things together, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it
But
sounds like the systems that you were just describing we're supposed to put together as opposed to separating.
right. But consuming is to destroy by separating into parts which cannot be reunited as by burning or eating. Hence, destroy the substance or annihilate, right? To use up,
Mm.
to eat, to
Completely
waste,
wipe out.
right? And this is everything that's marketed towards you is marketed towards you to consume.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You knew damn well you didn't like them golden arches, but you knew for some reason you was gonna buy that shit.
You knew you was gonna get that Mickey D's,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't for the benefit. So we basing this off of the seven daily sins, real quick, real easy, but it's just something to make you think real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, sloth, and then we just gonna update them to like modern shit and just show you like this shit is really happening right now because the
Mm-hmm.
world is plagued with consumption, right? In our last
Mm-hmm.
video, we played a video that was like that's crazy, right? In our last video, we played a video that that was talking about consumption as slavery. And that just
Mm-hmm.
I've been just thinking about it and I just been like paying attention to it in my own life. So first off, pride, clout, flex culture, where it
Mm-hmm.
is a consumption for status, luxury branding, or quiet luxury. You know, that little old man that's pushing the motherfucking Audi. You know what I'm saying? He don't say
Mm-hmm.
nothing
Mm-hmm.
to nobody. You know what I'm saying? But
The
nigga,
sugar daddy of the hood.
yeah, he got a 2025 or whatever the latest car is, right? Um, that in itself is consumption.
I wish
So
not
go
to
ahead.
cut your wisdom, but
No, go ahead.
I wish we had a clip of I wish we had a clip of the new Benzino.
What was he doing?
He's trying to put out his new single. He drill rapping in front of a mic like this nigga is 60.
With my blood, about to shit. I'm the 60 niggas on my neck shit. 100 bucks, drop 100 band on my wrist shit. 100 drum. Spin the window stick, roll the clip shit. Flip stick, wave it like a fan, about to lick shit. Misfit, on my wide envy on some kill shit. Drill shit, like a minute rat on some pill shit. Demon time, geeked up in this bitch, they don't feel shit. I'm married to streets or matrimony. A lot of these niggas ain't having money. I'm rocking these carriages just like a rich shit. Fucking with my blood, about to lick shit. Shit, I'm a 60 niggas on my neck shit. 100 bucks.
Yo, this nigga think he eating. My question is this, big bro. My question is this. Can we go back to the picture real quick of that? Go back to the picture of that real quick. Who is them niggas in the back, bro? Like, it's them your niggas?
Listen, I've been watching music videos since I was 10. For 30 years, I've always wondered who is them niggas, man.
So when you had the thumbnail with clout next to it, this is the first thing I thought of, bro. You can't tell me that's not clout chasing right there, bro.
Like, just listening to the lyrics is like, it's just like very, I don't know. It's like,
Like, bro, you about to be 60, bro. Like, how do you justify this?
yeah, that's the thing. Like, you too old to be doing some shit like this. Like I just really don't get it. Like the lyrical content at that
Yeah.
age. You know what I'm saying? So it's like definitely like it's just a lot of shit that I see. Fucking the one girl we never really got to talk about it. I think her name is Lil. Is it Lil TJ?
I think so. The you talking about the OnlyFans John that turned
Yeah,
18 and got that bread? Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. We didn't get to discuss that. That's a clout John too.
yeah. That's like you know what I'm saying? Because now they got it to whereas she not even on that shit no more. Like she like not talking about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
Yeah, because I don't think it's a good look for the company. Like she just turned 18 and there's questions about that validity of her real age. You know what I'm saying?
mhm. Yeah, that's it's just. But all of this shit to get clout. But what else was we talking about? Oh, Cardi B and that song.
Imaginary player joint.
Yeah, and she was saying how like if people don't like it and they listening to it, it don't matter because that's just two listens. You know what I'm saying? That's more streams. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's like this marketing of like putting out mediocre shit, knowing that it's not going to be good. Like, say for instance, like we have seen movies and be like, yo, this shit is ass. I'm about to do a video about it, talk about how ass it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's better than I'm thinking the marketers are thinking like if we watch a movie, be like, yo, that was good. Probably not going to tell nobody, but that's not going to help them.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying. Like, what's the point behind it then, right?
Mhm. Like you gotta have that negativity towards shit nowadays to get shit through.
Mm. So it's the understanding of being able to be negative about a particular thing that gives it its actually all
It's
its life. Is that
value.
where we at now?
That's where we're at now, right? Because even if them bars was hard, that's a whole nother man's beat and
Yeah, like the only
song.
thing I'm thinking about is how much you had to give Hove to do this.
Like that's crazy.
Like, how much did you have to give Hove for him to allow you to do this?
The
It's an
next,
iconic song though, too. Like you
yeah,
just fucked
like
up an
you, that's
iconic
like a
song.
nigga doing Thriller or some shit. Like, what are you doing?
Like you can't remake Thriller. Like
What is you doing? Like, I don't. We in a weird time in popular culture, bro. Like, it's
weird.
real weird, bro. Cause who a part of her team is telling
Told her
her
that
to
that
put out
was
a song like that when, like, I'm gonna just be honest, man. Give me some shit that the hoes can shake their ass to, Cardi. I don't really
yeah. Like this is
expect
not in
much.
the realm. This is not in the realm of WAP at all. Like
Nah,
WAP was a
like
banger, bro. Like regardless of what you how you felt about the song was a banger. This ain't even close
it's not even like it's mediocre. So it's like, I mean, I'm not listening to you for bars. Like, you know
at
what I'm saying?
all. At all. Like I need to see some ass and some hip shaking, something to give the allure of seduction, something to get me to not change the channel on this fucking punk ass video. Like you didn't do none of that.
I don't know. Maybe I'm being sexist. I just don't feel that this was like, I don't know. It just wasn't. It like it goes into.
Because we was born in the time when this was originated. So it's hard for us to go back and be like, okay, you can use this. What? Like,
But to me, it's just giving clout though. Like, I'm
mm-hmm,
eating lobster. I'm on a yacht. But
mm-hmm,
you really not on a yacht. You on a yacht for a video, and I know like it's easy to make that distinction, but like the way that she branded herself, she don't want you to make that distinction. But I'm knowing like you ain't affording no yacht or none of this shit. All of this shit is within a particular budget that's being given to you to market an album. And this look and this little lobster yacht shit is just an aesthetic that you're trying to get off.
mm-hmm.
So even that to me is not going to be the shit for me. Like, I don't know. I
But
don't know.
even the
Whatever she did with Bodak Yellow and WAP, just keep
mhm.
doing that shit. At this
Yeah,
point,
just keep
it's like,
just rinse, wash, and repeat. Like because like even that when you say that, when I think about this, I just look at it and I'm just like, okay, you didn't take an original concept. It didn't take a lot for you to do this whatsoever. What was the intent behind it if not for clout? And like the last time you were in the news and media is because a nigga said he left you because of the smell of your BBL. Like, like that is it, bro. Like, and I'm not even the BBL shamer. Like, please don't come for me because I'm not that guy. But that's literally what happened, right? The last time we heard from her, Stefan was saying, you know, the shit just not right and exact, and he had to go. He couldn't put up with it no more. And now the very next thing is you dropped imaginary player. Like some people might say you delusional, especially if your shit is not up to par. Like you know what I'm saying, like it should be. I'm just saying.
yeah,
Not trying to be sexist.
that should be that should be like Twitter pages putting out shit
Yeah, that should be super funny though.
that makes you think like they good at that shit though. They
Yeah,
good.
they are.
You don't know what's real and what's fake. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right, so we have to greed now.
so consumption is like tailor made for greed, right? So they always got some shit for you to buy. You know, like you either a part of it or you not a part of it. But if you're a part of it, you gotta buy Jordans every month. You gotta buy Stanley Cups every month. You gotta just constantly buy shit, right? As opposed to like, what is you
Yeah, but
doing this shit
The
for?
Birkins changed. The Birkins changed weekly. I think. Them Gucci's changed weekly. I think.
All that shit just constantly changes. And at what point do you sit back and you say that I have enough? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, greed and consumption breaks down to you not having enough. And this is very simple in spaces where love don't find you. because you too big, you greedy, you
You
know.
greedy as fuck.
Or success don't find you because you greedy, like you
Get you
never
greedy.
satisfied,
I
right?
think greed goes with excessiveness, right?
hmm yeah, for sure. Like that's what this world is, you know. That's what's like people looking for, like
Hmm.
who got
Multiple.
the most shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
who got this, who got that, and you know the rappers they got 7 cars. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah,
that's just
yeah.
that's just where we at. You know. Um,
Gotta have a different option for every day of the week.
yeah, and if you don't have it, you feel like you need to work to have it, and I think that's another.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
like we was just
Yeah,
talking about.
I saw a dude yesterday say about how he wanted his wife to be a stay-at-home wife. So he told her that he would pay her salary if she just stayed home, took care of the
Mhm,
house.
mhm,
And the only way he was able to do that was he not only works 13 hours a day as an engineer, but he also comes home and then does Amazon Flex Pay. Well, you
mhm,
know, you just get the truck and you just deliver a bunch of shit for as long as you can for the bread
mhm,
that you want as a contractor. So he's
mhm.
doing all of that just to supply his wife the life that he wants to give her. And I just think that that's fucking insane. You know what I'm saying? For you to work a 13-hour day, come home, change, and jump into a whole nother fucking job. Like, I get it. The intent is there. However, the consequence of those acts, how much are you going to lose in that process? Time spent with family, time spent with your significant other, time spent with your kids. Like, how much do you lose doing that? All because you wanted to provide a particular lifestyle that wasn't necessary.
I think it breaks down to consumption. Like it's very. I think we try to lean on the extremes,
Hmm.
right? But consumption is what consumption does in the space to where like paycheck to paycheck and you not saving nothing and buy you get paid on Friday and by Sunday you done spent your money on something. That's consumption, right? And it ain't never based on needs. It's always based on choices. So it's like really understanding how do you like in reference to greed, like how do you figure out what's enough? You know what I'm saying? Based upon what you want to do and how you want to live, right? The way, and then you say, like, well, if I do this every day, I'm going to spend this amount of money and I'm going to be broke after so long. Then one says, don't do that. I see rich people be out on their yacht or their boat or whatever. They're not like spending money all the time. Like I know not a yacht, but like a boat. You know what I'm saying? Not like going out on the river. It don't cost to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like they be rich. So it's not always about consuming to spend your time and spend your day. But I think like we all can look at that and say, damn, I don't need to do XYZ and I can invest this in this area and that will convert me from a consumer to a creator. And being consistent in it is like you might not quote unquote make money or be famous, but imagine you creating something or you doing something that's worthwhile. Over time you'll have something to look at and look towards. If you just consume for 8 years straight, you ain't did nothing but consume, your face gonna be all looking crazy. You're gonna be all out of shape. You know, you're gonna be fucked up.
Hmm. Hmm. No, I think that um, I think one of the number one problems that society faces is consumption. It is the idea of why we consume, how often we feel the need to consume, and then the compartments within life that were set up that way on purpose. So the concept of working and going to school and then getting a good paying job and all of that stuff, it used to be a part of the American dream, but we all saw that that dream was a nightmare. So now, even though people know that to be true, people still consume and still buy in to the concept of working as much as you can so you can afford to purchase the things that you want to purchase. But I think that those two things are in conflict with one another, right? Because if you work as much as you can to be able to purchase whatever it is that you want to purchase, whatever the goal is of purchasing, what happens when it comes to the point of enjoying said purchase? Is that not a part of it? Like, is that not a part of the consumption? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it just being able to have said thing and then nothing else? Or is it being able to obtain that thing, obtaining it, and then being able to utilize it? Like, I'm
Yeah,
asking for a friend, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Type
for
shit.
sure, for sure. Because it's like today is like the cruiser thing in Detroit where people be having all of these cars. And a lot of these cars, they get driven on this weekend and this weekend only. This is the only time they driven, you know what I'm saying? The fucking Woodward Cruise. And it's like some of the most amazing cars you ever seen. And
Now,
it's
how much does it
cool.
keep those shits together, though, bro? Like,
Yeah, like storage fees and all of this. Like, I mean, this is like the highest level of consumption, like these cars. You feel what I'm saying? Like, cars and homes are the deepest level of consumption that people feel entitled to because it's a status symbol. It's not in
mhm,
reference to like what you need or what you don't need or what's affordable or what you able to do with your life, the amount of money you able to save and say move to a different country is definitely like being siphoned out of your pockets through lifestyle choices, right? Because you can't see the forest from the trees and you're gonna make these decisions to consume over to conserve, right? So I'm telling you,
that shit
if
just made me think of, don't we make cars and build houses every year?
right. But it's still
But there's
people
no
that's
possible,
homeless.
yeah, but there's no possible way for every single one of those homes to be occupied and every single one of these cars to be purchased. But we're still
It's
doing the work.
impossible. It's enough homes to house every human, right?
Yeah, yeah, but I'm talking about all of these cars though, right? Like, we couldn't possibly purchase all of these cars. There's not that many fucking people.
Right. It's more cars than people, right? That's clear because they create cars every year. But that's the level of consumption that we have been seduced into.
Hmm. Because
Like,
nobody thinks is what happens with the old cars.
I mean, in reference to real estate, nobody is building homes for people that can't afford them.
Hmm.
Nobody is making cars for people that can't afford to buy their cars. So you as the consumer have only one option: make the money and buy it at face value or pay it on a monthly basis, which is at least 1,000 plus at this point when you add in
Hmm.
insurance for a new car.
Yeah, you're not talking about homeowners insurance on top of that.
Like it is like imagine you paying a mortgage for 2,000, car for another grand, right? And just all of the insurance and all of the utilities. It's easy to rack up 7K to 10K in bills.
A
So guess
month.
a month, right? So you gotta make 15,
Double
20,
that. Yeah, you got to
right?
double that up at least.
Now, when you do the math on that, 20 times 12, right?
That's
That's
a lot of fucking bread.
240K.
That's a lot of fucking
That's
bread.
240K a year, right? Most people are
Average
not
nigga ain't
making
getting
that. Most people are not
nowhere,
making that.
nowhere near.
So, so this is where we at with this shit. We either going to suffer or come together. But we not gonna come together because of consumption. We too much in a battle with one of another, in a competition with one another, trying to outdo one another, as opposed to making sure that we all are good.
Yeah. This is a big one right here, though, big bro, because this goes more than one way. This is not only about your dollars, this is also about your time.
This is the crazy one right here. Consumption. This is really what it is. I could buy love.
Yeah, that is what our society teaches. Yep.
Money equates to love, which
Or
put
the ability to want to spend your money equates to love.
crazy. And
Mm.
then it's like OnlyFans, yeah, but the dating apps, right? And then the fucking Pornhub and all of that, like the sex toys,
Hmm.
all of that is
Hmm.
consumption.
Yeah, yeah. We will not be sexist and look up the rose toy market, even though we know it exists.
It's a crazy market, bro.
Hmm.
The different types of toys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because the niggas is getting into it now. The niggas is buying the AI females now.
Ah man, it's getting nasty out here, man.
Hmm.
Consumption for sex and love, it translates to lust, and boy, you ain't gonna get nothing.
You ain't getting shit out of that.
You know how many
The
chicks and
feeling will
dudes get
subside and come
fired?
right back. Yeah, 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 yeah. Get the
Acting
fuck
as
out.
like they was going to get something out of this situation besides what it was created for, consumption, which is to tear you up and to destroy you.
Mm,
Oh shit, let me go back up. So this is the dude from Chicago. He was doing a Facebook Live, and
mhm,
somebody
mhm.
robbed him of his chain. And I guess he ain't give it over fast enough, and he got taken out. So it's
Yeah, I was.
rooted in consumption though, because can't nobody rob you of a chain that you don't have.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know.
Yeah, because you gonna have to explain to your creator why the fuck you came home so quick for a chain.
He was like, I thought I had you down till you was about to be 80.
Yeah, like
What you
you
doing
like
here?
40 years early, my nigga. Like, what's
What
good?
happened? You bought a chain
And you was showing off that chain.
in the hood in Chicago, around them
What
YNs.
ain't Chicago the murder capital of the world?
It have been. It's always in the run. I don't know. Maybe gangs is. I mean, you can't
I
just
mean,
keep
it's
killing
close enough.
everybody,
It's close
right?
enough that you're not gonna do a live on the street with your chain out.
Nah, not no. I'm not like man. If I'm gonna wear a chain, it's gonna be with an entourage.
Yeah, you're gonna have to explain the psychology to me, bro. Like, couldn't this also double in with clout though?
I mean clout, but envy because the person who sees what you is consuming
Hmm.
don't say, "Man, I could work hard and be like you."
Hmm. Hmm.
They not
But I
saying that.
think, but I think the clout that he thought he had gave him a pass to be able to sit out on a busy hood street with his
And
chain out and do a
that's
live
not
video.
real. That's not real. That's not real.
Hmm.
That's
Hmm.
not. That's not. I mean, that's not.
That
That
just
ain't
seems like a double fold lesson. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, but the thing about that lesson is ain't no learning from it. How you
Yeah.
learn from that lesson?
How do you learn
Got
from that? Well, not to go for clout. I mean,
I mean, it's a way to consume that breeds envy or a way to live that you are enjoying your life.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, a lot of shit that
And
people
it's
do
free and independent
is
of
not.
anything that you got to purchase.
Yeah, you don't gotta consume to enjoy life in your being. Like it goes
That's
back
a
to our
fact.
original conversation in reference to your emotional spectrum. It's not like if you buy a chain, you might feel good the moment that you buy it, but I'm
Hmm.
telling you, buying that chain, he didn't feel good being taken off the earth because he bought
Mm-mm,
that chain.
at all.
So was it worth it? No. You making niggas envy you when you do
Mm.
shit like that. And it's not to say you shouldn't buy chains, but once you reach a certain level of status and wealth, you can't be around niggas
Hmm. And if you was a nigga that grew up in the street, you would know that.
because you
You would
probably was one of
know.
them niggas that did shit to niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know how this shit goes.
Absolutely, absolutely. Same
But
niggas you see on the way up is the same niggas you see on the way down.
next, I'm gonna show you. I want to show you this video. I want to get your reaction real quick. I want to know, is this gluttony or not?
Oh shit.
Can't resist you more than I.
I'm gonna cut the music off. Let me with the copyrights. Is this gluttony?
Yo. Was that onions?
Yeah, a little onion, French onion, sour
She
cream,
is
cheese,
going in, my nigga.
or sour
Oh,
cream.
I thought you was gonna show me the Joan that do this shit in her car. I would have fucking fell
Oh
out my
yeah,
chair if
yeah,
you did
yeah.
that.
I went to her. I don't know her name though. I know you talking about.
See, yeah, this is absolutely gluttony at its finest. Absolutely, bro.
Is
Absolutely.
this consumption?
Absolutely.
So now we live in a world where overconsumption is entertainment, but overconsumption is consumption. More consumption, more destruction. I mean,
How
I'm
long?
afraid that we live in a world that's going to shit.
How long has it been since they've been doing the glizzy eating contest?
Since I was before I was alive, forever.
Same here. Same here. So isn't that a consumption concept?
I
Like all
mean,
that's consumption and
it's
excessive at it.
it's a sport because a lot of them people is not fat too.
No, they're not. They're not.
They
They also
use
learn how to throw that shit right back up.
is on some weird shit. Like I don't know what they
Mhm.
got going on, right? But
Mhm.
they doing it for money. This
Mhm.
is, and they not buying the hot dogs. So we
Nah,
thinking of it in a way of
they get them
people
shits
is
for free.
yeah, people are buying food, eating the food, and other
Mhm.
people watching them eat not just a meal, but enormous amounts of food on a daily
Mhm.
basis. And we're not even recognizing it as consumption, as people
Mhm.
just consuming things for the sake of consuming it with nothing
Mhm.
to show for it, maybe going viral.
Mhm. You might get a couple thousand likes if you're lucky,
You got to get a million views to get $4,000. So good luck with that.
which is crazy. You have a better chance of putting the album out. You might as well put your album out on SoundCloud, my nigga.
So from 2012 to 2014, we went through the drill rap era where people consumed the death of black bodies
Mm-hmm.
based upon rap songs.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times people wouldn't have no rap career until they diss somebody, and now
Mm-hmm.
people was paying attention to it. And then they probably wasn't lit until they got killed or killed somebody and went to jail.
Mm-hmm.
So, and people consumed it like like it was not. How many trials we have seen since 2012 on YouTube?
I'm lost count, bro. There's at least a handful every year.
Hmm.
Like,
So
what's the
yeah,
big thing now? How how Gunna is still blowing up, but he not messing with none of them people.
now I think the big thing now is DC and the president,
Oh
and
yeah, Trump and DC. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I see some black people saying they happy that he there, right? And it's the
Hmm.
people that's not there saying it's fucked up. But I know what it's like living in the hood, man. Ain't nothing you can do.
Yeah, when niggas come in and niggas move out, like you at the behest of everybody that's there. Like you can't, you got to ride with the program.
Yeah, you what you walking your kid walking home from school, what you gonna do?
Or
Shit, you gotta yeah, that's just tough, So I send positive energy to those like man, DC. I would never wish that on my worst enemy. You living in a place that's not real.
yeah, because we know how Baltimore gives it up, and we know how Baltimore is the forgotten town. Like they just let niggas do whatever in Baltimore. So yeah, shout out, mad positive energy and love to those people in the DRC area, the DVC area, whatever. Like all of that. DC, Maryland, Virginia.
Hmm.
Yeah, shout out to y'all, man, because we don't know what it's like in those hoods. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
When those people in those trucks pull up, nigga, you just either gotta do what they do or take your chances and fight. Like ain't nobody silly enough to fight. So
Yeah, I mean, I tell niggas to move to Detroit, man. It's like it's a bunch of niggas here, so they gonna have to arrest a lot of niggas in Detroit. I feel like you in spots like DC, they like, all right, we about to fuck with the niggas. They know exactly where to go. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Like it be one
hmm
block, like one little one area where all the niggas is at. And then they're like,
yeah, Chocolate City right up the block. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
damn.
Nah, so.
Nah, but the last one is Sloth, where I feel like it's getting these kids real bad with these tablets and these phones. They got it worse than we ever had it. These kids can't think. They can't. That's why, bro. I didn't even think it was possible, bro. But for this last year, or maybe even more, maybe 2 years or more, bro, I have
Mhm.
not given my kids no electronics, bro, at all. You feel me? Like, just
I
having
think it's more of a testament that you was able to get away with it and still be able to keep your scruples at the same time
like what?
versus
Nah,
every
nah, nah,
single
nah.
other.
I have not kept my scruples is gone, nigga.
Okay, okay,
I'm
okay,
fucked in the
okay.
head, bro.
Okay.
These niggas is dangerous, bro.
You niggas have
But
made you question reality like over and over again.
yeah, I'm like, yo, y'all really just about to just be this way every day? This is crazy. But nah, like this brain rot shit is like if you got a kid, bro, they addicted to them technology. That shit is making them slow as hell. Don't do it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like, don't do it. Don't be acting like because they get good grades in school or they got a good outfit, but all they want to do is be on their phone. That ain't helping these kids.
Don't do it just because you want that nigga to be quiet while you get some in the back. Like
Yeah,
don't
nah,
do
we off that. We off that. Like that's a
it.
hard. That's a hard one, right? It's times
That's a
like
hard no. That's a
I want to
hard
go
no.
get some ass, so I could just be like, "Yo, here go the phone." I've done that before. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, we all have. We
I
all
ain't
have.
doing that. Like, all right, here go
Some
my
of us
phone.
do it more than others, though.
All right, here go
Some
my
of-
phone.
yeah, some of us that's our default. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas that's the default for everything. Go
All
sit
right,
your
here
ass in the
we
corner and
go.
give them a screen.
Nah, man, I'm not. Fuck that. So yeah, man, get off that shit.
But if I had to give the people just right in line with opposition, like because this is not all ho hum and negative looking outlooks. Like it's not a negative outlook. Like this is shadow work 101 right here. But I would say the opposite is the seven virtues. So if anything, if you want a level to shoot for, you would shoot for the seven virtues as opposed to the seven sins.
Chastity, temperance, charity, diligence, patience, kindness, humility. So really like writing that word down and journaling that inner like if you was chast, like shit. This is like porn and playing with them toys too. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like you gotta really sit with yourself.
That insatiable lust shit.
Yeah, you gotta really sit with yourself and say, did I touch myself or was I horny? Yes or no? And journal
Mm-hmm.
through it. Temperance, charity, like did you give to somebody? Did you help somebody? You know what I mean? Diligence, patience, kindness, humility. Like I feel like working through all of these particular things instead of consuming, right? In
Mm-hmm.
whatever area you find yourself consuming, I think that you would create a better harmony for yourself, which would allow you to just express yourself a lot easier and a lot freer than if you focus on. So a lot of times it don't even be consuming. It's like you want to consume though, and that's consuming your thoughts, consuming your heart, consuming your energy. And it's like really think about your energy though for a second. Are
And think
you in
about
tune
your
with it?
attention. Because where your attention goes, energy flows, right? So
Mhm.
where are you putting your attention? Because that's the real currency. Where are you putting it at? Your eyeballs on things, your mind thinking about things while your eyeballs are on things, that's consumption, and you are the consumer.
Facts. It's really something that
How
niggas
how
have.
how, how Big Bro Panic said it? Niggas is archon food. Stop being
Panic
food
got
for
a
archon.
Panic got a video. Oh, my boy AD online.
What?
I just scrolled in the Discord, see my boy playing some Rainbow Six.
Hmm. Interesting.
I'm trying to find this Panic video real quick.
Hmm. Take your time. I gotta run the bathroom.
Alright. Peace to the tribe, peace to the collective. About to pull up a video by Brother Panic and Brother Panic Shadow Word. Gonna react to this joint. 17 minutes. Let's do a little refresher and come back with the video. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. We are the initiates. Spiritual Business Academy is on and popping. Tune in, tap in. Let's get into it. But take a little 2-minute refresher and get back with Brother Panic. Piece of the tribe, piece of the collective.
What the hell are you wearing?
Boo-foo.
Boo-foo.
By us. Fuck you.
Didn't have a job, living with my parents.
They burnt kids.
Jesus.
They did this. We can't even breathe.
Jesus.
We got 0% of the wealth.
Jesus.
I wanna tap into the any of y'all wanna fight? The fuck?
Jesus.
You know what? I don't even want to hear the fucking word bitch again. If I hear it, I'm gonna unleash some titties all over your fucking face. Here, tell me something. This motherfucker called me a bitch? I'm Jennifer motherfucking Lewis. I've done 63 motherfucking films, 259 television shows, and 4 Broadway shows. Don't fuck with me.
Jesus.
This motherfucker called me a motherfucker. Let me tell this motherfucker something. I've done 4 movies, 1 show, and I watch a lot of TV. Fuck this.
Ma'am, can you please turn back around?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. All right, guys. You got any kids?
No kids.
Do you eat them?
I do.
Yo, what's up, my people? You tune into the Nash One Spiritual Podcast on the internet right here on the only brothers that keeps it real all day, every day. It's your boy, DJ Occult Esoteric, spinning the freshest tracks on the airwaves. Let's roll it up and vibe with the most spiritual brothers on the internet. Got a question or shout out? Join the Discord and let us know where you're listening from. Stay tapped in because up next we got exclusive downloads. This is the Initiates Podcast. Drop them draws.
We were told in our early tapes, I can't play this, I can't set this out, I can't put this around. Why not? They laughing too much. They seem too happy. That's what niggas told Shabazz about us. They're too happy. So they wanted us to be on tape. The black man, we are in a predicament, nigga. We was like, yo, we ain't in no fucking predicament unless you only have to realize that shit. Not like, we hitting that, so we laughing, we digging, we joking. But no, we need to be mad. So all of this is an act. The mad I'm talking about is you always have the right to be mad and angry, but I started out with so much abuse and so much anger and so much shadows that had to be created for protection that the standard mode of operation is anger in any interaction with others. And it's not necessarily always expressed with them, but in your head, like, fuck this son of a bitch. I hate humans. That becomes an excuse. That's niggas running away. No, let's get into this shit before we get into that. So I went through all of that to show you I've really experienced panic is gone. Panrific is here. It's still panic, it's still Brother Panic, but there's a big shift. My spirit has shifted within this yuga, and I'm telling y'all how to do it. You got to confront the dark side. That's what that means. If you ain't doing that, you ain't die, nigga, die. And I can see now I'm gone. Then it started to remind.
What's your first initial thoughts to that?
When he speaks about you having the right to be angry, but still not acting on such, like that is so profound, because people, for lack of better words, seem to have the tendency to think that just because they're mad that they should fight. And that's one of the best.
It's more for the other. All right.
That seems to be like one of the best occult concepts in order for you to understand and just let certain shit go. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're personally invested in everything, there's no way you'll ever be able to accomplish anything, because everything bothers you so much. It bothers you on an emotional level. And I think what he's speaking to is the fact that just because something gives you an inkling of a feeling emotionally, it doesn't mean that you need to react because of it.
Yeah, to me, that's kind of like crazy in reference to just two things. How motherfuckers act now where you can't even say nothing. Like, I'm going to show you some shit, right? Just in reference to how motherfuckers is right now. Like, niggas is really cooked out here for real. Well, she deleted it, right? But Willow was like, I was looking for it on IG, but it might.
She didn't succeed because of her parents.
Nah, she had posted a story on her IG, right? It was a joke, and niggas really took it like niggas really took it away, right? She was like, "Who ate all the pussy?" And she's crying, right? And niggas was just going crazy. And then she made another post like, y'all niggas really have forgotten how to like take a joke. Like niggas is trying to cancel her for this. Like, what are you talking? Like, niggas just mad at this shit when it's literally nothing to be mad at. That's actually funny as fuck. Like, who ate all the pussy is just crazy. Like, I can't hear you.
Well, I said this is when you laugh at niggas' pain on purpose, right? Like, if you're offended by shit like this, then yeah, you deserve to be laughed at. I'm sorry.
But then when he says the old panic is gone, and then he literally is gone, was that appropriate or right and exact?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Because he's not literally here no more.
Yeah, nigga. Exactly what I mean.
So you saying the fact that the nigga whoever edited this to post it now, right? Like, what's the point? You ain't shit.
Nigga, I ain't put this video together.
But you caught it though. You caught the bullshit though. Because I wouldn't even put that together. I was just thinking about that. Like, I don't think I've seen this panic video.
It's like, I don't know. Like, I guess if it's real, it's real. And life is life. And, you know, this is just an illusion anyway, whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. But I'm here for a reason. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to project my ignorance on this world. Because I've also been in spaces where I've grown and matured and realized, oh, Kyrie, you was tweaking.
Same here.
So I'm not going to say, fuck the earth, it's better in space. I'm just not.
You're not about to do away with this shit because...
Nah, because I'm afraid if I go to the other realm and it's some bullshit, not like...
You want to do over?
Yeah. Like, oh, shit, I could have been happier down there? Oh, I hate it.
Yeah, like, you get up there and it's nothing but homosexuals.
Some weird shit. You know how I know it's kind of true? Because you always look at your past fondly, don't you? I'll be right back, though.
I think
I knew something. First and foremost, when me and Bobby were talking about 2 years, he hadn't did a lecture before he was sick. He said everything he wanted to say. And his words were, how many times can you talk about my yacht? I said, nah, but niggas. And he said, no, I felt this. He was like, I pretty much feel this is 2 years before any sickness. So, of course, we know the story. He got sick, had a stroke. Y'all human niggas think it's because of diet and, he was always eating something greasy. That ain't it. I didn't realize what he was doing. He was bringing himself all the way as far as he could to the edge of death to come back with an answer. And he did. I thought it was some stroke shit, but I didn't hear it. Now, here's a fact. All the what and the when and the where and the who, we got that under control. You can study your way into that reality or that clue that leads you to your conclusion of what your reality is. But truthfully, there's no clear answer on why. It comes down to
I just want to say that goes back to what we was talking about earlier, like when we was talking about spiritual conversations, nobody knows. So we must assume.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least. It's just ironic we were just talking about that.
Yeah, because what spirit teaches you is that no matter how much work you've done to come to a particular conclusion or understanding, there's always going to be another layer that's going to give you a deeper understanding. And it all depends on how much you're willing to do to get there.
Mm-hmm. At a personal level. So if I did deep work and my mom is still at the church and I understand something, it ain't gonna mean she gonna understand it too.
No, it damn sure ain't gonna mean that. In fact, it's actually gonna mean the opposite. The more understanding you gain, the closer you get to deeper depths of understanding and what is actually transpiring, the further away you get from family members and significant others, because they are not going to be able to incorporate your understanding into theirs. It doesn't work like that. They have to do their own work.
And can I just add that you're an immortal soul in that family that you think is your family, not really your family for real?
1000%. Your spirit came to this realm at this particular time to learn a specific lesson. And that lesson is not corresponding or correlating to any bloodlines that you think you are beholden
Yeah,
to.
none of that shit's real.
None of that shit is
I mean, we can talk about it. It's interesting to talk about. But at the same time, you always going to have to learn how to individuate to get to a certain level of gnosis, which goes back to the Kabbalah, Kether, and quantum physics, right? We all pulling from the same resource.
Yeah, so if we're talking about it from an occult aspect, there would be religion, and then there would be science, and then behind all of that would be quantum physics and Kabbalah.
The framework for it to all to come to manifestation. Because they also say before it comes to manifestation, it exists in the spiritual realms.
Yeah, because your thought is a thing. So when you form a thought, that is automatically starting the process of whatever it is that you're trying to bring forth, or whatever it is that's going to come forth anyway. So the thought is a thing. When you view it that way, then you understand the inception of the thought, and then comes matter after that.
But then you talk about the fifth chakra, the throat chakra, John chapter 1, verse 1, and the word was God, and speaking things into existence, and sound creating sound has to have a physical interface for it to reflect, to be heard.
Yeah, you're talking about sound. You're talking about sound, frequency, and light.
But creation at the same time.
Yeah, all three lead to creation.
Right.
That will be your manifestation point.
Right. But once again, if your emotions is all fucked up from some shit that happened in 1956, and that shit still don't sit right with you,
that's what you're going to continue to manifest.
Right. So just really think about that in your day-to-day when you're mad at your kids or just mad at your day-to-day. Like, learn to let that shit go. to tap into some magic. So I do that shit all the time. My kids is hell on wheels every day. I'm an
You can't
active
be mad
father.
at you can't be mad at your life on Sunday and still wake up on Friday and be mad at your life. That don't even work.
Nigga, I wouldn't even exist. These niggas don't make no sense logically. Mathematically,
They have no desire to neither.
Nah. It's never no rhyme or reason. It's like that game Bop It, like, or Whack-A-Mole.
Whack-A-Mole.
Yeah, you knock down 3, then another nigga just pop up like, you try to
for
hit
no
this one.
reason.
Yeah, for nothing. Just because the other 3 was peaceful, he like, nah, I can't let this shit ride. I gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? So
what's those little Chinese figurines or whatever the hell they call? Every time you open one, another one is there and shit. Like you just constantly opening them shits.
Jack in the Box ass niggas, man. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I've been utilizing my kids as magical apparatuses this whole time. Cause either I'm a trip with these niggas or I'm not. So niggas want me to.
You either going to utilize that energy or you're going to squander it.
Yeah, I'm not about to fucking. It's like I could get pulled down to their level, or I could pull them up to my level. So now what I be doing is they working out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they started working out?
Yeah, they just be
That's
at the, like at first I would go to the Y and I just let them play basketball. But then I'm just like,
now they getting on the weights with you?
Yeah, now they just getting on the weights and just working out and shit like that. And it's like, that's just how I'm gonna just do it, because it's like I don't know how to like argue with niggas and like
still get them to do what they supposed to do type shit.
Yeah, nah.
I can't do both, my nigga. Like I can't do both. Either I'm gonna be your dad or I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Like
exactly. That's exactly like I'm a nigga from the streets, bro. I will fuck you up, dog. I be telling them that. I be looking at them like, dog, I will fuck you up, bro.
Nigga, I'm from Boston and Cleveland, nigga.
Like,
do you know how they give it up?
I wanna like, and it be like, I don't be hitting them or no shit like that. I be imagining it though.
You be second guessing it though.
We be in public too.
I probably could have got away with smacking this little nigga. Like
we was at the gym today in public, and I'm just like, bro, sit down. He like, I don't want to sit down. I'm like, bro, sit down. I don't want to sit down, bro. Sit down. I don't want to sit down. I'm like, at this point, I should be hitting you. I should be hitting you right now, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
You know you lost when you gotta tell them that, right?
Like, this is the point. I should be beating your ass right now. I hope you know that. Like, this is the point where your ass will be getting beat. But we literally around all these white folks, and I kind of think you want me to hit you.
Yeah,
I think you like
he
me.
know you be in jail. You be in jail by the night, nigga. Like that's
it's over. It's over. Big black dad beats his kid's ass at YMCA.
That shit would have been on fucking TikTok, nigga.
Yeah, I would have been viral for real. Hey, look at this dad with this little kid's ass.
Viral sensation beats the shit out of his kids in public. Yo,
like that. Now, mind you, I'm like literally just saying, bro, just sit down. Bro, just sit down. Sit down, bro. Come on, man. Sit down. Sit down, bro. Come on.
It's because of the level of patience your kids know that you have. Why they do that?
Exactly.
That's why they do that, bro.
But
they will push that shit all the way to the edge every single chance they get, because they know that edge is not a place you really want to be. Like if you was you, you would be willing to go to that edge, but you know you got to be a dad in that moment, and you're not gonna go to that edge, and your kids know that. Better believe they know that.
Shit, I just be sitting back like, I will sit back and really just be like, damn, I know that this shit is real because these niggas, these niggas, they cool, but they hell at the same. They just like me. I'm not mad because they just like me. I was an ain't shit kid. I was an ain't shit ass kid. I ain't never do nothing right when I was a kid on purpose, like for
I
no
tell
reason.
anybody that want to listen, from 9 to 17, I was on demon time, nigga. Like demon time all the way through.
So I don't expect like my kids is gonna be rough around the edges, but at the same time, it's a good place to like really get your magic grounded, because at the same time it's like, I like, say for instance you learned by things being easy, right? Then I would be in a fucked up situation, but you learn from difficult situations. So like me and my kids, we done been through everything, and we still go through everything together. Like we just like and I'm learning about fatherhood through them, because how the fuck else I'm gonna learn about fatherhood? You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Without my kids. So it's like shit. I ain't even never tried to be perfect at this shit. I'm just trying the best that I can in reference to these little niggas. And I think energetically they know it, but at the same time, they really came down to earth to push me to my limits. Cause like I never had motion.
That was the lesson that they came here for.
I never had motion when I didn't have kids. I wasn't motivated to do nothing when I didn't have kids, nigga. Like it's sad to say, but shit.
It's not sad to say because that's your honesty. You know what I'm saying? The refreshing part about it is that most people aren't that honest. You know what I'm saying?
Because people act like your kids is going to be your downfall in this society.
Yeah. People not only act like that, but people think that way about themselves. Hence the reason why they think the world is over once they find out somebody they've been smashing is having a kid. Same thing with the women, right? She thinks that her world is upended and nothing is ever going to come of it that she wants because she's young and she's bringing a child into the world, when it couldn't be the furthest thing from the truth. However, society teaches you that we're going to shame the woman who has a kid out of wedlock and isn't with a partner. We're going to shame the man who's had a kid out of wedlock and isn't with the partner, and damn to be the hell for everyone else. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how it is based off of society.
Facts.
Because if you have a kid too early, they say you're too young. If you have a kid too late, they say, what's wrong with you? Like, either way, it's something wrong with you.
Yeah, it ain't no perfect situation. And, like, I don't view my situation as perfect, but I'm hella grateful for what I have and what I've been through. And it's like, I just sit and just, like, I don't question it. You know what I mean? If my kids is acting crazy, like, I don't really question it because I also see them getting out of it eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like we done grew together. You know what I mean? And we haven't grown through it just being perfect and having all the answers. I mean, shit, we've exhausted each other. You know what I'm saying? Because
You've exhausted all options, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of nigga that just about like, all right, I'm about to go get some cigarettes. I'll see y'all niggas later because shit.
Never come back.
Yeah. All right,
not
y'all.
The daddy went to go get some milk and never came home, ass nigga.
All right, y'all.
See y'all a little bit.
I'll get over y'all. Y'all know where to find me. Actually, we don't know where to find me.
That is crazy.
We don't. Yeah, all right. I'll see y'all later.
to two concepts. Why is all of this happening? Well, something bad trapped you, put you here. You did something bad. It's punishment. This is a prison. This is a trick. They got your mind, blah, blah, blah. Bad guy, you're here. Or the other side is you came, this is learning, this is college, this is something you asked to do, you willed it, blah, blah, blah. So it comes down to the why, a whole category of we came here, then you can say 10 things into that. We were put here, 10 things into that. So you could get, if you think we're here by design, then there's plenty of things you can study that reinforce that. If you think like for instance, Gnosticism, that we're here by an evil demiurge or Satan fall or whatever you want to call it, then there's a lot to support that. I didn't realize Bobby came back with a why this is happening. Thought it was a stroke talking. So after he's back and me and him start talking again. Ooh, nigga, I thought it was curtains, nigga. I thought you was going. Yeah, I thought I was going to, you know. Yeah. Then he started saying, yeah, man, you know, Bobby Hemmett is gone. He said, Bobby Hemmett, the lecturer. That's what he was saying. Bobby Hemmett, the lecturer, is going, Panic. He's going. I didn't realize he was telling me goodbye. I didn't realize it. Yeah? Because this is people you would call, yo, yeah, B, what's up, man? I ain't here for you 3 days. Yeah, well, I went to another dimension. Now, you know he damn sure ain't leave the planet, but his head was somewhere else, is what he's saying. So we talk like that. You didn't really take that so dramatically. So when he's saying this, I'm not taking it dramatically. I'm thinking he's trying to explain his stroke. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Bobby Hemmett's gone. He ain't here no more. The lecturer, he elevated. He went back. What do you mean? And we've talked plenty of times about the body being an avatar, C. Freeman, LK. I'm not making this 2 and 2 together. So we're talking at this point 5 times, let's say on the phone. And that's all he kept really talking about was something else. He kept saying, man, I love you, man. Yeah, I love you. Anybody on the phone, I love you. I would call, he'd be on the other line, you know, the other phone, so I could hear him talking to Azariah, to Aleem, all the people through the years that are concerned, know, and were touched, were calling him, of course. I love you. I love you. I love you. Okay. So then he was telling me stuff, but then, you know, eventually we went over there. And what was weird was he said he wanted to speak. I said, well, we can do it right now. I got my computer. Let's go get it. I can record you. Okay. We recorded the half an hour. It's on this channel right over there, Occult Lectures. And he said a bunch of I love you on the tape. But after the tape was over, he looked at Linda and said, wow, I'm surprised I could do that. He's like, I didn't know I still could talk. And I'm like, yeah, even if you left, like me, I can still lecture for hours. It's not like that left. But the emotional idea behind Brother Panic has elevated. Or the shadows that I had to be Brother Panic ain't there. I have no more argument for niggas. It's not like about being pushed around, taking advantage of. Now you can say, fuck you, motherfucker. And I go, peace be on you. So fuck you, motherfucker. Before it's like, well, fuck you too. Now it's like, fuck you, motherfucker. I hear you, dude. You know what I'm saying? Fuck me. You're right. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And it's not like I'm gonna be their friends. I want to give them a hug and show them I'm better. I don't give a fuck about them too. It's not about people. It's not about cultivating personal relationship. But it's also not about getting entangled with these motherfuckers. Even if I'm right or could say fuck you back better than them. Even if I can knock their jaw on the backside of their head. Why? What am I proving? To who? That shit you prove to your hidden self. You need to give it confirmation that it's a protector. So that's why you out in the street with tough guy shit. You may be more confident that you could beat one up and you think you're doing the right thing. You may be less confident when you fight. But either way, you're trying to create protection and you have to express it some sort of way. Meaning you got to show your heart, courage. What's the dusky dusk of the musky musk? Courage. I'm gonna go through this wizard faster. I'm gonna put up the other ones where you can hit the 7 and 8 hour breakdown. I'm gonna give you everything when we go through this. So
you got the conversation with Bobby Hemmett, and he's talking about how Bobby said he was gone, you know, and then he kind of just stopped talking about it. But it's just interesting how, like, these two brothers were so influential, and then they just kind of go off into the sunset respectively. Is that the way it's supposed to be? Is that how it is? Or should it have been like something more to their honor?
I think in a perfect world, all of our Babas would have been sent off ceremoniously, righteously, properly, with the ability for them to have at least received some of their flowers to some extent, right? I think what made it super unfortunate about this is just the fact that there are so many minions that came up under Bobby Hemmett, and then conversely, right after that, so many minions that came up under Panic. I think for me personally, and I know for you, because we talk about this often, I think I would have rather not see these teachers go out broke and destitute and looking for some form of acknowledgement for all of the work that they've done throughout the years. I think that there was a better way for us to send these brothers off.
Yeah. That's just how I feel. Like, it's just so interesting. Like, it just was so weird, man. 2024 was just so strange, man. Just strange. Because I don't be thinking that. I don't know. Maybe it's like, I get it, you know. Don't take care of your health because you're a spiritual being, right? But also, you know what I'm saying? Jump in front of a bus too because you're a spiritual being. It's okay, right? It's like, it just seemed like a double entendre a lot of time with spiritual niggas. A lot of times when it comes to health and knowledge and wisdom versus like it's like niggas will elevate and ascend, right? But then it's like your fundamentals was crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
it makes you beg the question as to the validity of the work that you actually did versus the level of teacher that you actually are, right? Because how can we consider one a teacher if they choose to sacrifice themselves so much to the point that they can't even go on teaching, right? Like, is it that whole thing part of the purpose as to why you are teaching? Like, can't you, isn't it isn't it a level of things that actually connect with one another for you to be in this realm of teaching, right? Like, your health is paramount to that, right? Like, how could you teach me anything and then I actually have the time to be able to learn, comprehend, understand that thing if when you teach it to me, then you're gone, right? Like, I don't know how much of the following took that into account for these individuals or for any of our teachers, right? Like, how much did they take care of themselves? How much were people around to acknowledge or to at least see them taking care of themselves? And then how much of that actually translated into teachings?
and another part, where your homies at that was just repping with you so hard, and like, I don't know.
That's the most disgusting part. That's the most disgusting part. Because even the dudes that were heavy on Panic when he was in circulation, you haven't heard anything from them. And you would have to ask yourself why. If these people have touched so many and done so much, why is it crickets when they pass? And this is not exclusive to just Brother Panic or exclusive to Bobby Hemmett, right? We do this with all of our greats. Like, that is evident. We do this with all of our greats. So much so, it's almost like this narcissistic, egotistical shit that people have in them, where it's like, if that motherfucker said one thing that you didn't like while he was alive, you ain't gonna give him no love when he died, type shit. Like, we literally do that as people. A person passes on, makes transition, you'll talk shit about them, because they had one thing that they said that you didn't like. We seen it with Kevin Samuels, right? Niggas couldn't wait to talk shit about Kevin Samuels. Couldn't argue none of his talking points. Couldn't have a regular sit down conversation with this person because he's not gonna say what you want him to say. But as soon as he make transition, oh, good for that nigga. What? Like, is this the type of time we on?
Because you couldn't win an argument. It's like,
Because you couldn't win an argument. And we brought up Sinetta and them niggas earlier. How much talking you heard Sinetta and them do for Brother Panic and Bobby Hemmett?
None that I heard. They too busy talking about Africa versus America.
I know for a fact half of them niggas' channels wouldn't even be live without these people. Nobody was checking for Sinetta if he didn't have Bobby Hemmett over there. What? Don't give a fuck who y'all got over there right now. There ain't nobody checking for none of them niggas. Near one of them niggas ain't nobody checking for. Let you do a fucking live with Bobby Hemmett. Let you do a live with fucking Brother Panic. Niggas is gonna be there for 4 or 5 hours straight. And this is what I'm talking about, what we do to our people. Too far and too often, we let our people go through their whole entire lives, don't give them their flowers, but until they die, and even then, those flowers are spoiled. Even those flowers are spoiled. Because you're not even giving those flowers from a genuine, sincere place. You're giving those flowers because you think it's something that you have to do for some socially accepted fucking norms that people have created out of bullshit. Because if that was the case and it really mattered, you'd give those people their fucking flowers when they were here.
I mean, it's like, you know, we're doing this reaction video, but nobody give a shit about Panic or Bobby Hemmett for real. Not for real in a sense.
Not for real, for real.
The ways, the things that they introduced to this game that we all like, everything in reference to like consciousness have a little bit of them sprinkled in it somehow, somewhere. You know, everything that people are doing as far as like spirituality, they've already done it and using a voice to communicate spiritual truth. You know, so it's like, I don't know, it's just a weird life of what we prioritize in reference to like consumption versus learning. For me, it's something that I gotta sit and really like meditate on and fully like grasp it, because if you sell
because if you don't, you're gonna make a rush to judgment decision about it, and your conclusion is going to be limited. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to sit with spirit, to sit with this in order to fully flesh out and contemplate how this actually transpired. Because we still can't get the acknowledgement to the ones that came even before them, right? So like, we kind of probably already knew that this was going to happen. It just sucks still seeing it, bro. It really just sucks still seeing it.
Yeah. Shit, man. I mean, R.I.P., you know what I'm saying? Ashe to Panic, Ashe to Bobby Hemmett, you know. But I think we'll do this more because, like, it's a lot of information on these that's, like, people need to know. They probably would never even think, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, everything, in my opinion, is, like, in right alignment. So it's just like,
yeah, these conversations need to be had, but people need to be able to have an understanding as to why they need to be had, And I'm like you. I agree. I would, I would love to do a reaction video to Panic and Bobby at least once a week. I think we could figure out a way to do that, just to keep that spirit going. Um, we're not even the people that were closest to them, but we probably took to the knowledge more so than the ones that they talk to every day. So
That's facts.
it means something to us. You know what I'm saying? Like when people do something for you and it changes the course of your life and the trajectory of said life, like like your responsibility is to acknowledge that, not to just take that shit like some scavenger and keep moving. Like you have to acknowledge that shit.
Facts.
And this work that we do, I don't think would work if it weren't for them.
Nah, I mean that's what I was just saying. Like it's like they are in every area of this consciousness. Not every area, but they done a lot. And so it's like, man, just to me, when you following your path, everything happens the way it should happen. And like what does that look like for you is very personal. So just learning how to walk that tightrope of helping people, but also letting them know like you have to do the work. So it's kind of hard for spiritualists, real spiritualists, because if I was selling you a car, it's like you would pay me for that. But if I'm teaching you about how to connect with your soul, what's the real value for that? I mean,
hmm
I
hmm
don't know. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because it's not something that's readily tangible, right? You can't reach out and grab that with your fingertips, right?
Mm,
However, it does provide you with a certain level of spiritual maneuverability when you understand A and B, right?
mm,
But then, just like you said, how does one quantify that without it being translated to an individual like you're trying to get over on them? You know what I mean? Like this is not Pharaoh and fucking anybody else that you could name from any one of those fake conscious community channels. Like this is not a nigga not gonna come on live tomorrow with an unk up under his eye. Like we not doing that, right? But you are dealing with individuals that will gladly show you the work, that will gladly show you where we started, so you can see where we fucking ended up, where we made it to now. Like you're actually dealing with people that actually care on that level. And for that, I'll challenge anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not here trying to teach people that we're gonna heal them. We're teaching people how to fucking remind themselves how to heal themselves. And that's
mm,
it.
mm, mm. Yeah, I mean, at a certain time, it's like I could sell you a car, but I can't tell you when and where or how to drive it. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? So it's like at a certain point, it's like people. I don't know how to make the intangible tangible, you know, and
Yeah.
like in a real way, other than treat it opposite of the tangible, which is all right, this is a commodity, it's worth this amount of money, I need this amount of money for it. But from a spiritual level, when I'm just offering spirituality just freely to whoever just want to watch the video, other areas show up in my life.
hmm
So I'm
hmm
always a proponent of prioritizing your spirituality like it's a job, even if it don't pay you.
Even if the results don't mimic what a paycheck would.
Somewhere you gonna meet a rich ass husband. You gonna meet a rich ass sugar mama. Your business going to expand. You gonna get a raise at your job. You gonna get overtime. Whatever. You gonna get your money, but it's not gonna be from doing your spiritual work a lot of the times. Cause it's like I know like shit, like views and all of that shit. I know that, and I'm all for like improving and doing shit to grow my channel. Like I'm about that shit. But I also know if it don't happen, so what?
It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, I've been doing this shit going on fucking 10 years now. So it's like,
And if there was a
fuck.
lesson that I could derive from what you're saying and to try and translate it or relay it to the people, it would be that the result is not the end all be all. And the real fulfillment lies within the pursuit and the intent behind said pursuit. Like that's where the real fulfillment comes from. Because if the fulfillment is placed in a particular accomplishment or level being reached, then what happens when you get to said level? Or what happens when you accomplish said thing? Does that mean everything stops? See, when the importance is placed on the journey, then you never look for the end goal. You just keep going. And whatever happens, whatever comes to you, just happens to be a byproduct of the actual work that you're doing, but not the reason for it, if that makes any sense.
Makes sense to me, man. It's like just an elaboration of, it could be complex, but it's very simple, at the end of the day. But I think it's always going to be complex in reference to the individual that's going through something that's under the assumption that such and such did it this way, so I'm going to do it this way and get such and such same results. And that's what you call depression or anxiety or sadness and all these particular things, is because you have to figure out your own machismo with this shit.
What is your magnum opus?
Yeah, like what do this shit look like for you?
And that can't be based off of what you see another motherfucker got. Like that got to come from within.
Nah. It's like Outkast. I don't think Big Boy looked at Dre like, I'm gonna start wearing the shit that you wear. Like,
yeah, nah. Nah.
And I don't think Dre looked at Big Boy like, oh, I'm about to start doing your style, cuz. Like, I just think they was able to be individuals at the highest level and not clash because they were so different. But I think that's a microcosm for the entire planet. Your whole house, everybody in your house should have an individual style.
Their own shit.
Yeah.
And they should not be judged or treated a particular type of way because they're not doing your style.
Yeah, that's weird.
Super weird.
You ever see
if you're not gonna honor them for being themselves, then yeah.
You ever see on social media where the mom, she bring out her kids and they all got on the same fit?
That mom could go to hell. That mom can go to hell.
These kids is not themselves. They who she want them to be type shit.
Yep.
So a lot of people go through that, but I think that goes back into shadow work and figuring out who you are outside of your family, because you prioritize your family and not prioritizing your soul, which is the quantum, right? Your soul is the quantum interface that's thousands of light years old.
But
you saying like my mama don't like that I wear blonde hair or some weird shit like that.
I got too many piercings and shit. Like
some weird shit. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. When you was talking, I thought I got the vision of I was thinking about. You had said Dre and Big Boy. I was thinking about Spliff Star and Busta. Like, no matter how hard they tried, Buster could not be Spliff, and Spliff could not be Buster. Like, no way in hell like that would have ever worked. Spliff was the greatest fucking hype man ever, but Buster, his lyricism and his spit game was ridiculous. So, like, they could never switch. You know what I'm saying?
It's like you would never hear a Spliff song hit single with Busta Rhymes doing
doing the background.
I think that goes to Never Outshine the Master. From the law, what's that? 48 Laws of Power.
That's Machiavellianism right there. No matter how good you are at your job, never show up your boss. Don't do it. That nigga will get rid of you tomorrow and justify it by you was late too many times last month. Don't do it. Don't show up your boss like ever.
Yeah, man. You got an early morning. What you got up? What you got? You working tomorrow too?
Yeah, I'm. You know me, Saturday through Wednesday.
Yeah, I'll tap in with you. Gotta get some Spiritual Business Academy stuff going.
Right.
I'm gonna be developing a newer version of the app coming soon. So, you know what I'm saying, pay attention to the Discord. Join the Discord. Spiritual Business Academy, man. Shout out to AD. Shout out to Jabri. Hope them brothers is doing well. Yeah, man. We shared a lot of information. So make sure you share this with your kinfolk. Make sure you like the video if you haven't already. Appreciate everybody for tapping in.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the collective. Ashe to the ancestors known and unknown. And to all our Babas. Ashe to all our Babas.
Ashe. Peace to you, Ross. See you on the flip side, brother.
Peace, King.
Yes, sir.